Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Price analysis and a price update today on reserve rights. We do tend to cover this every between week, 10 days-ish, that time of period. We just like to look at it on this channel and have a look what's going on in terms of price action. I mean, the markets have kind of had a little bounce. Bitcoin went down to that 18k region, push up to plus 20k. In reserve rights, we're around 3 or 4 days now from Mainnet launch, so we did get that initial pump. We have had a little pullback, but that's what's been happening across all the markets. And if we jump straight to the charts, this is on 4-hour time frame. As you can see, since the lows, we've had some really good rises. I mean, if you look at it from the bottom there to that next move up, we did a 74% move. And if you look at the entire move, we've done a 113% move from those lows to that very point we've rejected off. We are coming down now, and if you look at this in terms of Fibonacci on this latest move here, so you can see we pushed up, rejected, and then come back down here. We formed a double bottom with those wicks, and then we pushed up and rejected. And we are currently on that golden area, which I always talk about on this channel. You might get sick of seeing my fibs, but look at that. Every time we are getting any wicks below that 618, we are getting bought up instantly. You can see it is kind of now forming somewhat of a bottom really on that range. Look at all those wicks if you zoom in. Multiple wicks. This current candle, because Bitcoin's pulling down, is coming down. But as you can see, we do get bought up, and I expect that this 4-hour candle will close above that level there. So for me, if you're looking to buy, I think it is a decent level here at 0.0089. I think that's a decent level to buy. If Bitcoin does pull back, which is more than highly likely, then you're going to get some buys down here at 0.0084, and then look at the entire move as a full retracement, because I mean, we have got Mainnet coming up, and there's a good chance that Reduce tries to start pumping that news up and getting a good platform for somebody to sell into, and we'll look at those levels in a minute. But remember, whenever market sentiment is the way it is, there's always that likely chance that the market is going to dump, and unfortunately the rest of the market would follow it. So this is still on a 4-hour time frame, and just look at those 3 fib levels as buying. I think now is a decent level just to allocate a little bit of funds in case the market does push up. In terms of DCA, use these 2 levels. Beyond that, if the price does just continue down and Bitcoin goes down to test 16k, where I'd come down to its regions, and just beware that elephant in the room, which is this major level support where we did wick back in May, and that's down at pretty much 0.003. I don't envisage the price coming down there, not over a shorter period of time. I just feel a little bit more bullish that we are going to get that bear market rally at some stage over the course of the next few months. I'm not saying that from there we will get continuation. I think that with the state of the world economies, the macro outlook, it's fucking horrific, isn't it? I mean, but one thing to know, which is a positive thing, RSR is there to tackle that very problem of hyperinflation in some countries like Venezuela, Argentina, Turkey, for example, could be. I mean, their inflation, what is it, 75-80%, which is it's ridiculous. So we've got that to consider. That although the markets are bleak and crypto is following it, RSR kind of goes against that. I know it probably will follow it down, but just I have that back in my mind thinking that RSR can change something here. I mean, it could be the podium where it does step up and target things. So we've looked at levels to buy, use those fibs as levels, and then using support levels, which is a major support level down here. And we've got some type of support here. I mean, if you look at this horizontal ray there, you can see we've had quite multiple taps on that range. So that could be a decent level for you to buy. And that's at around half of a cent too. But that's enough doom and gloom. Let's have a look at some levels where the price could push up to if we do start to get in some mainnet FOMO, some real implementation come in, and in general a crypto bull market. I mean, I don't think that's close. I think there's a higher chance of a bear market rally, and in tandem, like I say, once Bitcoin pushes up, and even the ES for stock market, if that did get a positive move up in the medium term, the short term, crypto is going to follow it. So we've talked about buy zones there. Look at sell zone. So the first major level is this one I've talked about in the past. I mean, this wick currently where we're at is within this box here, which is a nice area of liquidity. So that could be a decent area, but we just missed it. I did say, look, if you're looking to sell around this region here. Whenever you're putting sell orders in, put them a few percent below or a few percent above And that means you're not looking for exact selling point. So give yourself a bit of a broader spectrum around there. That's the same, for example, if you're ever looking to sell an asset at 10 cent, always just sell it a little bit less, 9.9 cent or something like that. But that is the first major area we need to conquer. As you can see, it's a key area of resistance now, which was major support in the past. And then above that, we have got some other key levels. We've got 1.6 cent, and we've also got 2.2 cent. I don't really foresee us getting up to those levels anytime soon, but you never know. You saw what Zilliqa did. Was it this year? It just went up astronomical. Let's just have a quick look at Zil on that chart, just so I can remember where it was. It was here, wasn't it? Look at that. It went from on the 10th of March down here, and it was only rumours. From there, bang, it shot up, and this what to do with Facebook or their metaverse going on? It shot up 512%, 530% in the middle of a bear market. That is exactly what could happen if something like this breakout, FOMO came in, people would start buying it up. There's a good chance that we do push up to that level there, and that's only 154%. Imagine if it did something like Zilliqa. I'm not going to say it is because I just think it's a different time now, but you're looking to look up at the level of resistance there at around 5 cent. I don't envisage that, but you never know in crypto, do you? So for me, when I'm looking to take profit on the way up, what I will be doing is methodically and slowly taking parts of profit off. So for example, I've got 100% bag. Currently, that's what I've took no profit yet. I will start to sell maybe 5% here, 5% here, 5% here, and just keep taking profit up as the price moves up. Don't get lured into holding, thinking, right, it's going to 5 cent tomorrow, Andy. I'm going to hold it all and I'm going to take profit at the top. Likewise, when it goes to $10 or $1, you know what I mean? Don't hold your entire bag and try and swing the entire bag unless you know what you're doing. Take profit on the way up and then buy on the way down, and just keep using that balance. Because long term it will work in your favour. So those are the levels there. I'm not going to. I have mentioned that 500% level up there. I don't think that will happen, but just giving you an idea of what could potentially happen if we did get any major FOMO. I think these levels would be FOMO, to be honest. I mean, like I say, if you're pushing from here up to there, you're seeing 150% move. Be stupid not to take any profit there, and I think that is something that could potentially go on. Who knows though? But that's it really. That's my thoughts on reserve rights today. I'm not going to look at anything else. I'm not going to look at any EMAs. I mean, the RSI, if you look at that, if you want to take a look at the RSI on the daily time frame, it has hit that oversold territory there, that grey box, and you can see whenever it does, if you're looking at past here, when we hit that RSI at that level, we also hit a level of resistance and the price did tumble down. And that's kind of what's happened here. We've peaked up twice towards that level of that higher level of RSI, that relative strength index, and we have kind of rejected from there now, and we are getting a little bit of selling pressure, but we have made, well, we're kind of forming a little bit of support there. Fingers crossed that the price does start to really regain some momentum going into this mainnet launch, which I believe is around 3 days now. For me, it's one of my favourite assets, so that is why you see me cover it so much. It's an asset I like, it's an asset that I love the fundamentals. I like the team. Nevin's, he knows what he's talking about, let's say. Whereas sometimes you don't get a lot of people with that type of mindset in crypto, but just come there for the memes and pumps and don't build something that can be really used. They have got solid projects in my opinion. But that's it. That's it for today. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button and have a great weekend. Loads of beer.